Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're at Fort Washington playing the Longs and we'll see what we can score today. Hole 1, nice little par 3.
Forever, she stay on my mind like forever.
And we seem to have put it pretty close, so nice easy birdie putt. Oh, not the way you want to start out a round, but hey, it happens I guess. Hole 2 here is about 380 and it's pretty far, it's dead straight, par 3. Got this one turned pretty decent. And this is a very difficult birdie. This is one of the harder birdies on the course, for sure. So I'm trying to flick my berg over this tree here. And that worked really well. Easy par. Move on to hole 3 here. It's a par 4. Basically straight through this gap ahead. And gets yanked and hits that tree. So now I'm pretty far back here. Trying to scrap together maybe a par save. Alright shot. I have a little look for a nice little throw in. Decent bid. But that'll be another par. Next hole is a par 4. Just trying to drift it to the right here. And it lands in a great spot. I'm pretty far up here, so I'm going to try to go over the trees here with the thumber. And it lands me a putt here. And I go off the top of the basket for the birdie. So another par, all pars to start here. This is also a very long hole here. Caught up there. It's par 3, so just trying to jump this down there and clean up the par. Because par is honestly a pretty good score here. It's kind of tough to score well on the longs at Fort Washington here. And that catch is a good catch. Hey, it's a nature appreciation moment. Shout out Simon. This next one's a par 4. It's pretty far down here, one of the premier holes. And this one's just pulled inside. I was really mad about that. Because I love throwing a great drive off this tee box. It's satisfying to watch. So I chucked this roller down, try to save my par, and I'm kind of far. So I'm just pitching up an envy here. And I kind of pull it. So I'm jump putting this up here, and it looks like it's going to be a bogey. Yeah. Alright, next hole we go through this double Mando here. I had to take off the beanie because it was getting kind of hot. And pulled this one inside a little bit. So now I'm just kind of trying to pitch back to the fairway. This is a downhill par 4, so I'm trying to just jump putt this down here. Maybe give it a slight run. Alright, take a par there too. Next hole, this one curves really far to the left. So that's a really good skip I just got. I'm like pretty much at the perfect spot where you want to land here. And you just want to try to drive something to the right. And I yank it left. But it kicked back right, which was actually a really good kick. So now I can just pitch the zone up there and try to get the par. It's a lot of like trying to save pars if you're not in position here. You really want to be in the fairway of this course. It's very hard to scramble, like especially for birdies. So it's happened the par there. Now we go downhill. This one curves to the right pretty hard. And this was not the best disc selection. I tried to throw an ultra and turn it really hard, but it ended up just kind of going straight. So now I'm trying to just pitch down there for another par. Common theme here. And it kind of goes past the basket. So I'm left with some work here. Ah, I spit out. That was a bad putt. So that gives us another bogey here. So another hole here where it curves really far to the left, and it's gonna happen on one of the holes, right? So pitch back up here, try to get to where my drive would land, and I do a pretty good job. This is a par 5 here. This is pretty far down there. This next shot, this got really far down there. This is the shot that kind of saved the hole for me here. So now I'm trying to pitch up. This is for a birdie. I mean, then lay up for my par. I put a lot of hyzer out of my hand with the berg there. So I've kind of leaving myself with a tough putt here to save the par. But I get it. Pretty good putt. Alright, next another par 3 here. We'll put some tight OB to the left. And what do? I throw it to the left. So yeah, I went OB. That's the line marker. I brought it back a couple 2 meters out. And I'm trying to flick a berg over the top again. There is OB behind the basket, so this is a very tricky hole. But I put it close and tap in my 4 after the OB stroke. Now another downhill par 3 that curves to the right, flicking my destroyer. This is about 340. Pretty good rip. I mean, I'm left with a scary downhill putt though. Oh, and I miss. And the roll is so bad. Oh, that's what I get for missing that. Sucks. And I have a jump putt here to try to save my par. Oh, so close. Yeah. So we get another bogey there. Trying to look for these birdies because, man, they're tough to get. Get a pretty good rip here on this par 4. So I'm actually I'm too far to the right here, which I usually don't get. So I'm trying to curve something. This hole goes to the right. And my destroyer, I threw a flippy destroyer there. Ended up stalling really early. So now I'm trying to pitch out of this. You can't even see me. So I'm kind of short. I left myself with some work here for the par. And just not committed up. Just out of my hand. I was really mad with that one. Next one we have to go man to the left of the sign here. And I pull it really inside, but it kicks back to the middle of the fairway, so hey, whatever. Bad shot, not an awful result, I guess. Flick another berg up here. And that should give us a pretty easy look here for par. Got it. Alright, so this next hole also curves very left. A lot of very left curving shots at Fort Washington. But this one was pulled a little too left. So now I'm kind of in the woods here trying to pitch out, and I hit that tree. So I'm still kind of in the woods trying to jump putt my way out of here. Oh, and clean up the bogue. Got it. All right, looking to get back on the birdie train. And I pull it inside. At this point, I'm like, man, I'm having a rough day. So I'm just trying to string together a couple of good shots, give myself some confidence. Pretty good flick there to give me about a circle's edge putt. Save the par. And there we go. Nice confident stroke. That's what I need. That's what I need. Flicking a destroyer here. This par 4. And I pulled it a little too inside. Kind of on the side of the fairway here. Not an awful spot, but flicking a destroyer back to the fairway if I can. And I didn't really get too much distance. It kind of hit a tree. So I'm trying to flick to get to the basket. And I'm left with this for the par putt. Trying to focus up. And just a little low. So that puts us to +7. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate you all who've watched this far. This is hole 18. See if we can end with a nice shot. And this one is ripped. Oh yeah, I got the full flight of the disc there. I was happy about that. So this par 4 is pretty simple now. Just all I have to do is pitch a zone up there. And done it pretty well. So we end with a birdie here, if I can hit this. And yeah. So like I said, thanks so much for watching. Like and sub. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.